So let's just talk about method overloading in Python. So the method overloading means defining multiple methods with the same name but with different parameters. So like an example, we have one add method with two parameters. Now we can overload this add method with multiple parameters. So the name of the method will be same but it will have multiple parameters, and this way we can define multiple add methods, and the add methods are receiving multiple parameters. This is called the method overloading. Now whenever we call the add method and we pass two parameters, because it has two parameters, so this add method will be invoked. But whenever we pass three parameters, then this version of the add method will be invoked. Similarly, we can increase the number of parameters and accordingly that version of the method will be invoked. So because we have the method with the same name but with multiple parameters, that's why this is the method overloading. But in Python it does not support method overloading this way. So to overload the method in Python, either we can use the default args or secondly we can use the variable args. So like an example, suppose we have one class calculator. Now inside the calculator we have the add method. Now the add method can take multiple parameters and then it will return the addition, and then we can create one object of the calculator class, and then we can use the object and we can call the add method. Now we can pass two parameters, so those parameters will be passed to this add method and it will return the addition of those two numbers. Now here we can print their result, and here you can see we have the addition of those two numbers. Now suppose we wanted to generalize this add method. That means we wanted to pass multiple arguments and we wanted to find addition of all those numbers, and that can be achieved using the method overloading. So first of all, let's just see how we can overload using the approach of default arguments. So let's just see how we can use the default arguments to overload this function. So here we have two arguments. Now we can use additional arguments like C, D and E, and we can assign some default value to them. So we have assigned default value 0 to all of these arguments, and then here we're gonna add them. We're gonna add C, D and E. Now whenever we call the add method and we do not pass any value to them, so their default value will be taken. But if we pass the arguments, then these arguments will be assigned to these parameters, and you can see we have the correct result. And also we have the variable argument approach. So if we do not know how many numbers we're going to receive as the parameter, in that case we can use the variable args. So we use the star args for that. So let's just loop through the arg. So for value in the args, so the total is initially 0, and here we're going to add all of them. So total plus equal the value, and then we're gonna return the total of all of the arguments, and here you can see we have the same output. So this time we do not have any restriction, so we can pass any number of arguments that we want, and we're gonna get the result of the addition of all of those arguments. So we are achieving the same result as the method overloading in other languages, but here we're using the default args and the variable args approach. So hope you understand about method overloading in Python. See you in the next one. Take care.